back. Another episode.
We're back. Another episode of Mastermind Media with the Mastermind. We hope everybody's doing well. We're glad to be back from our. It's not really a hiatus because we posted yesterday, so.
A new video every day, huh?
You said that.
I know I said that. I mean, hey.
We hope you guys have been liking our content so far. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe,
share,
and turn on
all that good stuff.
Yes.
You always forget to share.
I know. Like,
sharing
that's
is
the most...
caring. You don't like to share?
I do like to share.
Only child syndrome.
Yeah. But you know, share and shareable content.
Yes.
But today is the first of the month, September, my birthday month. My birthday's in 2 days.
Oh man, you have a Virgo life. Good luck.
Because we're awesome.
Shout out to my mom, by the way.
She's a Virgo.
My favorite Virgo.
So, with it being September, with it being the first of the month, one thing that we wanted to talk about and tackle, which is of utmost importance, is
Goals.
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 And
And we're not talking about FIFA.
I'm just trying to say like goals, like in your mouth.
No, like goals.
I know, like soccer goals. I know, but I
just
just,
get that.
I don't know.
Back to the.
So we wanted to talk about goals today because, you know, it's important to have a
Why?
A why, exactly.
No, why? Oh,
Yeah, it's important to have your goals set out in front of you, whether it be for the day, whether it be for the month, the week, exactly, the year, or the quarter. So today we want to talk a little bit about the importance of goal setting, it being the last quarter of the year, and what that means for our business owners, yes. And we want to go over SMART goals, so how to make your goals SMART, what that means, and how to make them more attainable. So it's all about hitting those goals.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, cool.
So
let's get started.
Let's go. So why are goals important?
Goals are important because they set a status quo for whatever it is you're doing. I would say that's how I would put it. So I would say, you know, me, I'm a very organized person, so I need organization, I need lists, I need to know what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, to keep me on task. So goals, I've always loved to make a list of goals, whether that be for like the day, whether that be for the week, but especially for the year, because then I can track and measure how successful I'm being time management wise, being on track to hitting my targets. And for business in general, if you don't have goals, you really can't measure your success, and you can't really measure the quotas that you're meeting every quarter and every year.
Okay. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my own words, goals are important foremost because it gives you a sense of purpose. If you don't have any type of goals, you don't know what you're working towards. Now you're just blindly doing things, and that's what, you know, I feel like as business owners or people that, if you're in school, if you take classes or anything in life, if you don't have any goals, you're just doing a lot of different things, but there's no purpose behind it. So you might be doing a lot, but then you don't even know why you're doing it. You don't know if you hit, you don't know if you attain what you're trying to set out to do.
Exactly.
So that's why goals are important. It gives you like a visual representation of what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And so that kind of ties into what we're going to talk about in SMART.
Yep, SMART.
So might as well get into
SMART
it.
goals, yeah. So
S. I got an S on my chest.
S is for specific.
How you say it?
Specific.
Specific.
Yes.
I feel mess up that word. Specific.
It's kind of like. I'll just say something, but I'm not gonna say it. So basically, when it comes to specific, the big S, that's about being specific and stating what you want to achieve. Right? So you want that to be like very black and white. I want to achieve this, because of this.
Why is that? Why do we have to be specific? Why do you think?
Well, I would say that you want to be specific because it helps you to, one, when you're being specific, you're saying why, right? So why I want to attain this goal. And I think a why is so important when it comes to goal setting, because if you don't have a strong why, you're not going to push to achieve that goal.
Correct.
Right? So I think that's one thing. And I also think when you're being specific, you use action words. And so that helps you to kind of like, again, stay on track and to kind of jolt yourself into doing whatever it is that you have to do to meet that goal.
Yeah, actually pinpoint exactly what you want to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Makes sense, because if you're not specific, you're very broad.
Yeah.
You don't really know what you're trying to accomplish. You
Precisely.
have
Need a niche.
you need something exactly what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's like a target. More of a sniper approach and not a shotgun approach.
Oh, sniper.
Exactly.
Ash, you guys can tell I never shot a gun before.
So the next part of the SMART goals is measurable.
It's not mastermind. Media?
Mastermind Media, follow us. No, it's measurable.
Measurable. Okay.
So it basically provides a way for you to evaluate the goal. So whether that be measuring based on time, whether that be based on percentage, deals closed, leads acquired.
Okay, so something you could attach a number to, something to track.
Yeah, exactly, because you need to have a type of metric system so that you can understand when you hit your targets.
Makes sense.
So,
Makes sense.
then we have
A.
A.
So A is for attainable or achievable. You gotta make sure that your goals are attainable. You can't. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say you can't because there's no such thing as can't.
Exactly.
It's
You
only
can do anything.
you can do anything. You reach to the ceiling and you can just bust through that thing. But yes, you have to make sure your goals are attainable. Why do you think so?
Well, you have to make sure your goals are attainable because I think based on your current resources and based on your scope. So, for example, like one of our current goals for Mastermind Media is to assist 555 clients by 2020. So, 2022. 2022, right?
Hey, 2020, 2022.
Yeah,
anything
either
is
one.
possible.
Yes. So attainable, I would say a way that goal wouldn't be attainable is if we said 555 clients by the end of the year.
Yeah, well, yeah, we only have 3
Like, you know what I'm
months.
saying? We only have 3 months left. It's kind of like how do you expect to do that? That's
It's like 400 clients.
yeah, that's like 400 clients. Like, that's scaling to a certain amount. Like, how are you going to have time to keep up with the workflow with the rest of your team? And you have to, like, you know what I'm saying? All these different things. It's like, based on your current scope, how attainable and achievable is that?
Right.
So we push it back to 2020 because we know that gives us time. 2022, thank you. We know that gives us time to actually scale appropriately and add on the unique and expert team members that it will take to actually keep the quality of our output.
Correct.
So attainable, achievable.
And that actually ties into the next goal. I mean, not the next goal, but the next abbreviation.
Yep.
Which is R for
Relevant.
I was gonna say realistic.
I mean, like,
About the same.
that was
thing.
the same thing. Yeah. So what would you say for relevant or realistic?
For realistic, so it kind of goes back to attainable.
Yeah.
You have to set realistic goals for your current state.
Yeah.
Not saying that you have to be realistic in your goal setting because you want to set big goals, extreme goals. But as far as goals that it all depends if it's a short-term goal
or
if it's a long-term goal.
goal.
If it's a short-term goal, you really want to be realistic in your thinking because if you know you want to, your short-term goal is to service 10 clients.
Yeah.
Right. And your long-term goal is to do 500.
Yeah.
If you know you want to do 10, you got to be realistic in your approach and your planning. If that makes
I
sense.
agree.
So the action that you take has to correspond with that
goal. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And also I would say relevant and realistic. I would add to that also it helping you or your business in some way, right? So like the goal should be like catered to whatever it is, like, you know what I'm saying? So for example, like how we said we want to assist 555 businesses to master their business and to expand their finances. Well, that is relevant to Mastermind Media. That is relevant to our other companies. So that's relevant, like I said, it's realistic. So we've got going on.
Okay.
So that's R for relevant.
Makes sense.
Then we've
What's the
got T for, there goes my earring. Just ignore it.
It's always something.
So T for time-based.
Time-based.
So you need to state when you're going to get it done.
Correct.
You need to have a timeline. You
Put
need
a
to have a
timeline.
cut-off time. Yeah.
Don't just assume that you're gonna get it done by next week. Write down the exact date. If you want to put the time, I thought you were gonna be slick.
I thought I was.
Nope, we all saw it.
Clearly, and it's on tape, so you all are gonna see.
You gonna edit it out? No, you
No,
know.
you're talking.
It's the real stuff.
Do your
You
thing.
want to make sure it's time based. You want to put an exact time on it. You want to
Yeah.
make sure that you make it real. You want
Yeah.
to make sure that it is embedded in your mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to achieve this goal by December. How many days are December 31?
31.
December 31, 11:59 p.m. I want to achieve this goal by this time.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that you work towards that specific
Yeah.
goal in mind.
Yeah.
You have a time in it. You have something. You have all these different things to measure your
Yeah.
goals and go from there.
And having a time period on it also gives you a sense of urgency.
It does give you a sense.
So you know,
of
oh, I have a deadline. Like you have to give yourself a deadline, and then also have a consequence to not meeting that deadline.
I think about when you were in school
Yeah.
and you had an assignment due at 11:59,
What?
and you knew that if you didn't if you didn't submit that paper, you're gonna get an F.
What?
That urgency, it might be 11:32,
loud.
and you know you have to finish that task.
Seriously.
It's the same thing with your business.
Yeah.
If you don't have any type of urgency, you may not even care to get it done.
Exactly.
And even if you have urgency, if you have no consequences for not completing your task, it's just another failed task.
Exactly.
There's no improvement in that.
Keep
There's no
yourself
growth.
accountable, people.
Keep yourself
And
accountable.
that's what these SMART goals are all about. For you to create specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based
Oh my
goals.
God.
What?
We forgot one of the biggest things for goals. You have to write your goals down.
Oh my gosh, how can we forget?
If you don't write your goals
Take them from
down,
here,
yeah.
put them on
Transfer
paper.
on paper, pen,
Yes.
pen to paper. Make
Yeah.
sure you write your goals down. It actually makes it more real,
Yeah.
you know.
Keeps it in the forefront of your mind.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so important to be specific, because then you can see it. If you can see it, you can achieve it. Like that's a real, it sounds cliche, but it's real. And if you believe in manifestation, that also
Oh man, that plays a big part.
plays a big
into
part
it,
into it. So it's super important. So last quarter of the year,
That's cool. Yeah.
business owners,
Yes.
you know, we gotta run to meet the rest of these goals that you have for 2019. Keep that same energy you had from January 2019 all the way up to
All the way.
December 11:59, December 31st,
Don't
11:59.
stop. 11:59.
Don't stop.
Dot, keep
Yes,
going.
you still have, what is it, 3 months?
It's about
Four?
4 months. 4 months.
You still have 4 months. Yeah, you still have 4 months to close out the year with a bang.
Mhm.
So it's time to recalibrate.
Ooh, I'm tripping. September. Was that 9? No, I got 3 months.
3 months.
Oh, September.
October, November, December. Yeah, but you just count September because it's like
Yeah.
September 1st. So 4 months.
4 months. All right.
So it's good to
Every time.
recalibrate and to get your mind back, get your team back in
Recenter
alignment, recenter everything, and really get those goals clear in your mind as to what you're trying to conquer and to achieve before the end of this year. Because 2020 is apply all pressure all year.
2020
So
vision,
get
baby.
ready, 2020
Focus.
vision. For real, we're in the 2020s. We're in the 20s, people. We're not in the teens anymore. We're in the 20s, which means if you haven't gotten your life yet, it's time to get it now.
Get it quick too.
Absolutely. Yes. So, get your pen to paper. Write down your SMART goals. Remember, be specific, be measurable, something that's achievable, relevant and realistic, and time-based. And you cannot lose. You will continue to win.
And master business and life.
Master Business in Life. This has been the Masterminds here at Mastermind Media. Don't forget to like.
Comment. I'm looking at you, you so burgy.
Yes.
Like it's like a hurricane outside.
Yeah, that's okay though, but the people here, they're watching us, they might not be in Florida, so it's sunny where you are.
Yes.
So
It's always sunny. It's all
always
perspective.
sunny. Perspective, exactly. So like,
Comment
subscribe,
and share.
and much love for the Mastermind team. We thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Please tune into our next video and watch our previous videos. Love you guys.
Peace.
Bye guys.